two cloths that you can clean your entire house with, the Envirocloth and the Window Cloth. So what makes Norwex a little bit different is that with Norwex, you are able to clean your house with water. You don't actually have to use a cleaner. Honey, I need you to go for just a minute, okay? Somebody wants to join us. Norwex microfiber is different from other microfibers. My cloth is wet, but that's okay. In that it's the width of a strand, which is microfiber. So 1/10 of a human hair, that width is considered microfiber. Norwex is 1/100th of a human hair. So it is very, very fine fibers. And if you unravel the microfiber in one Envirocloth, so this is an Envirocloth, it comes in a few different colors, but if you unravel it, it could stretch the fibers would stretch all the way from Canada down to the Gulf of Mexico. So there is a lot of cleaning power in one small cloth. So the Envirocloth is able to remove almost 99% of all dirt and bacteria from a surface. When you wipe up with your Envirocloth, you will feel that your surface feels clean. I don't know about any of you, but for a long time, I cleaned with cleaners that I bought at the store because that's just what I cleaned with. And when you get done, sometimes things feel a little sticky. That is not the case with an Envirocloth, and I love that. Something else that also really makes our cloths unique is that any cloth, something else. Our cloths, can you see that? They're labeled. So if you get your cloths and you're like, oh, I don't remember, sorry guys, and you don't remember what you bought and what you're supposed to do with it, they're labeled. But on some of these cloths, you will see that it says, I don't know if you can see it, it says it has backlock in it. Anything that's labeled with backlock, that means that it has microsilver woven into it. And microsilver is an antimicrobial agent. And it doesn't do anything to make the cloth clean the surface. I know some people think that, but that's not what the silver does. What the silver actually does is, hi Kelly, I'm glad to have you along. The silver actually allows it to self-purify. So think of how your cloths get stinky and they get musty and mildewy. When you're done using it, hot water rinse, hang it up to dry, and as it dries, that silver helps your cloth self-purify, and it helps prevent that bacteria and all of that stuff from growing in your cloth that makes it disgusting. So whatever your cloth is picking up and pulling off of the surface, you rinse it, and then the silver helps to kill whatever it has taken off of your surface. So anyways, I've been using Norwex in my home for probably close to 7 years now, if not longer, maybe closer to 10 now that I say this. And it truly is just a great way to clean. I can't say enough about how much I do truly enjoy that I don't have to use cleaners, that I can safely give it to my kid and not worry about it, and that I can breathe when I clean my bathroom. So, all right, also really quick, you can machine wash and dry all of our cloths. The only thing that you need to do is use a free and clear detergent and no fabric softeners or bleach. So they're very easy to care for, nothing special. I launder mine every 2 to 3 weeks, depending on which cloth it is. So I wanna show you though, how amazing the Envirocloth is. So I'm going to show you a demo with some raw chicken. I'm going to try to do this quickly. I want to keep these videos short and informative. And so all I have here is some raw chicken, and I have just a dinner plate, nothing fancy. So I am going to rub my chicken on my dinner plate. And then what I'm going to use are protein swabs. And protein swabs are used in the world of health inspectors, and it is what they use to test a surface, because protein are hosts for bacterial growth, and if proteins are present, then bacteria can be growing on that surface. So here is my bacterial swab, nothing fancy, and I'm going to swab it across that plate, and I'm going to pick up some of that chicken residue. So what I'm going to do is I'll put this back in its nice little tube, and there is a solution in here. I'm going to pop it down, and anything not green is a fail. Anything, so purple, gray, anything like that. So you're going to see it's starting to turn purple. It can take it sometimes a few minutes to develop. They have 10 minutes total to develop. So anyways, by the time I get done washing this off, it's going to look gross. But so I'm going to use my Envirocloth. I like to fold it. That gives me lots of different surfaces to clean with. But so also, this is not a fresh and clean Envirocloth. I'd like to point out I've been using it all over my home. pretty sure it's touched my toilets. So, so I wiped the cloth, the plate just with my Enviro. I want to wipe the back too, and I'm going to swab the back. I want you to see that what the cloth picks up, it doesn't transfer to the next surface. So I'm just going to wipe down the back of the plate, nothing fancy. And I have, here, I'm going to show you. Yeah, it's turning kind of purpley and gross. So definitely not a surface you want to eat off of. So now I'm going to swab my clean plate, cleaned only with water and Envirocloth. So nothing special. Well, an Envirocloth is pretty special, but the swabbing can be the most awkward part of this entire presentation. But anyways, so I'm going to pop this one down. I'm going to give it a swish. I wish you could see a little bit better, but you can definitely see that, whoop, this is purple. This definitely failed, and this is green. Can you pick up on the green color? I sure hope so. So anyways, that's just an Envirocloth and water, and it cleaned up raw chicken just fine. I actually don't ever use any cleaners in my kitchen at all. All I use is an Envirocloth, and to be quite honest, it cleans every surface, floors, spaces, you name it. I just grab it. So the Envirocloth, we call it the everything cloth because it can clean everything. Really quick too, the second cloth I want to show you today, and hopefully I'll keep this short and sweet, is our window cloth. It's really hard to show through a computer screen, but I thought that I could try something different today. I don't know if you can see this finely smudged cup. Now you can use a window cloth on surfaces that aren't super dirty. You can just mist it with water and use your window cloth to clean it. But this is pretty gross. So I'm going to start with my Envirocloth, and this is smudged with butter. So this is a nice greasy mess. So you can also see that Envirocloth can pick up grease very well. It's going to pick it up, it's going to pull it off the surface, and it's not just going to smear it around. So that is the Envirocloth. And next I'm going to use my window cloth. A window cloth, or a polishing cloth, whatever you want to call it, has a much smoother weave to it. So it is capable of giving things a nice, pretty shine. So, ta-da! Yeah, computer screens make it a little harder to see how clean it is. But nevertheless, no more butter smudges, no more fingerprints, no more any smudges on it. Actually, it's beautifully clean if you could see it in person. So those are my two cloths that I wanted to tell you about today. I wanted you to see, these are the cloths I started with. It was the only two cloths I bought, and for a long time, it was all that I had. I earned most of my products for free through hosting parties of my own. But this is where I started. I started with an Envirocloth and a window cloth. Oh, also, I'm still using my original window cloth. So at minimum, it's 8 years old, and it still effectively passes the chicken swab test every time I use it. So thank you everybody for joining in. You guys, I know a lot of you will catch this later. This has been such a fun group already. You have been so engaging, and I just really appreciate that. It makes it more fun as the consultant to have people chiming in and joining in on the fun. So Envirocloth, window cloth. It's a great place to start, and they are two of the only cloths you need to clean your entire house with just water. Have a great day.